In this video, we're going to cover ChatGPT's capabilities for advertising, so you know what it can be used for and what it can't be used for. Now, ideally, you should already be familiar with Facebook and Instagram ads because this course is focused on ChatGPT. Alright, so if you're not familiar with how Facebook and Instagram ads work and how to effectively run campaigns already, I'd recommend learning that first. Okay, so let's begin. This is the normal advertising process, right? You choose your campaign objective, whether it's sending traffic to your website, collecting leads, or generating sales. You then choose an offer, so this is the product or service you're selling, or anything else you want to promote. You then choose your settings, like your audience, placements, and budget. You then produce your ad creatives, so these are the images and videos you're going to use for your ads. You then write your ad copy, so these are the headlines and captions that are shown with your ads, and then once you've launched your campaign, you assess its performance to see which ads are delivering results and which ones aren't. And then finally, you scale your campaign to get bigger and better results over time. So the question is, what do we use ChatGPT for along this process? Well, it's these parts of the process. It can help you make your offer more persuasive. It can help you deeply understand and connect with your audience. It can help you plan your ad creatives, both images and videos. And finally, it can help you write great ad copy. That's what this course will focus on teaching you. Now, everything else in this process, you should still be learning from humans who have experience with running Facebook and Instagram ads, because ChatGPT isn't an advertising expert. It's never run a campaign before. It can't look at the successful campaigns other advertisers are running. It hasn't got years of practical experience of what works and what doesn't. I actually asked ChatGPT what it thinks humans are better at when it comes to advertising, and it said emotional intelligence, intuition and creativity, strategic thinking, relationship building, and ethical judgment. All of these are essential for building great campaigns, right? So being human is still an incredibly important part of this process. The reason I made this course is because I believe humans who use ChatGPT and other artificial intelligence will generally outperform those who don't. And that doesn't just apply to advertising, it applies to almost everything. Now, you can still ask ChatGPT questions about these parts of the process, like what budget you should use for your campaign or how to assess and scale a campaign, but it will give you broad information rather than a specific recommendation. Here's a simple example that's not related to advertising. I can ask ChatGPT how to build a rocket, and it will give me a detailed answer, but it's just broad information. You still need human skills, knowledge, experience, and decision making to build that rocket the right way. Obviously, rockets isn't the same as building an advertising campaign, but the same principle applies when it comes to ChatGPT. There's things it can do well and things it can't do well. Alright, so we're going to be using ChatGPT for this side of advertising because that requires the type of answers that ChatGPT is excellent at providing. It really is an incredible platform when it's used the right way, so I'm very excited to show you this. ChatGPT will basically give you advertising superpowers so you can create better ads with less time and effort. Now, if you haven't used it before, just go to chat.openai.com, and from here you can either log in or sign up for a free account. I'm not going to waste your time going through that because it's super simple. I want every minute of this course to provide you with real value. So once you've done that, you'll arrive here, and this is where you can start using ChatGPT. So the way this works is very simple. You can ask it a question or tell it what to do, and this is called a prompt. So once you give ChatGPT a prompt, it will give you a response. Now, this might be the most important thing I say in this video. ChatGPT is only as good as the prompt you give it. In other words, the more details you provide ChatGPT on what you want, the more accurate and relevant its response will be. Here's another example that's not related to advertising. You can ask ChatGPT, how do I make a pizza? And it will give you a great response with a list of ingredients and step-by-step instructions. But let's say we actually wanted to make a pepperoni pizza, and we also needed to know how long it would take to make. Well, in that case, we would update the prompt to be, tell me how to make a pepperoni pizza and give me an estimated time for each task. Now ChatGPT will give you a very accurate response with those specific pieces of information included because it now knows exactly what we want. Okay, so just remember, you can give ChatGPT as many details as you want. It doesn't have to be a single sentence, even though most of the time, a single sentence will actually be enough for what we're doing. Alright, so now that you've got this foundation of knowledge, let's start learning how to use ChatGPT for Facebook and Instagram ads, and specifically, what prompts you should use to get the best responses. We've got these 5 categories we're going to cover in this course, and for each category, there's 6 prompts. So in total, we're going to cover 30 prompts. Now, the reason I've done this is because the course will last around 1 hour. After you've watched this course and you know what you're doing, you can then spend 2 minutes on each of these 30 prompts on ChatGPT. So that's another hour. So essentially, in just 2 hours, I'm going to make you a master of ChatGPT for advertising, and you'll have a massive number of new ideas for your advertising campaigns. It would take you a month or longer to do it all manually, but with artificial intelligence, you'll be done in 2 hours. Alright, now one final point is that for each module in this course, we're going to use a different product or service for the example. So that way it makes the course more interesting for you, and you can see that these prompts can be used for absolutely anything. Alright, so let's get started.